Brian Steele reels. Brian Steele
Oh,
rules.
that's good.
Habitat 1, 2, 3, 4. Brian Steele rules. They are misinformed.
They are misinformed.
They are misinformed. Twitter sucks, someone says.
John.
DV capture, standby.
We are standing by.
And arm up, Josh. Rolling. And Gordon in 3, 2.
Obama cracks the whip. Plug that dike. You're watching Monkey News Stars.
We'll take it again. We just started.
Ah, fuck that. That's bullshit. Take it again.
Well, it's just the beginning. Might as well.
Take it again.
Stand by.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Chloe, no, false start. False start.
Can't
False
even
start.
read the script.
Let's cancel the show.
Unbelievable. That's why we didn't win the stream.
I don't think they watch live. I don't think they. Hey, it is the first 30 seconds. Might as well. Okay, quiet please all around. Settle. We are rolling and stand by. Hey, Gordon, in 3, 2.
Obama cracks the whip. Plug that dike. And Madonna goes baby shopping. You're watching Monkey News Source.
In 1996, a secret government agency set out to genetically alter the minds of lab chimpanzees. Soon the monkeys evolved and one escaped in an effort to speak truth to power and to help cure the ills of the world around him. Chimp number 59307 decided to broadcast a nightly news program from his apartment deep within the concrete jungle. And now, the Monkey News Source with Gordon Goodall.
Yes, that is right. Gordon Goodall, here I am.
Yeah.
Nice. There is energy in this set tonight. Welcome to Monkey News Source, your #1 source for news online. Thank you for joining us. I am, as always, your host, Gordon Goodall. We are streaming at you folks live here on the beautiful Miracle Mile in Los Angeles, California.
Woo!
And we got a lot of great show for you tonight. We got a special thing that we're doing tonight. We're doing a DVD giveaway. Check this out.
Yeah.
That is the Bolt DVD, because our special guest tonight is Mark Walton from the film Bolt. So we're going to talk to him later. It's going to be very exciting.
Awesome.
Very, very exciting.
Awesome.
Got lots to show, lots to talk about. First, let's do a quick roll call. I am, as always, your host, Gordon Goodall. And with us tonight on the chat room, Rebecca could not be here because she's doing an Apple Sisters situation at the UCB in Los Angeles. But in her stead is the always handsome, always spectacularly amazing Brian Steele.
Yeah.
Woo!
Brian.
Toys.
Ooh, what's that? What do you got there?
I've got free toys from Disney.
That's awesome. Steele, how you doing?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. I'm
Sorry
excited.
you
excited
missed
to
the
be
award
here.
show.
What's that?
Sorry that you missed the award show there.
Well, apparently I'm not. Next year when we win, I'll be
Yes,
there on
yes.
stage. So, but I heard it was a blast. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yes, it was fun. And Steele, let me just say, you are a handsome man.
Gordon, nowhere near as handsome as
Goddamn
you are.
handsome. And speaking of handsome, with us in the booth tonight, as always, is Brian Gramo, but he's very busy pushing buttons, so we'll just say hello to Gramo. He's there. Hello.
Hey, Grandma.
And
Hello.
as always is my lovely, lovely, delightful co-host, Miss Tamara Malaga from JoshandTamara.com.
Hello, everybody.
Well, hello.
How's it going out there? I just want to let you guys know, Monkey News Source was nominated for Best News for the Streamies Awards, and it was great. We like rubbed shoulders with celebrities. We did the red carpet thing. Unfortunately, we did not win, but we're gonna get them next year. So be sure to look out for our emails to vote for us next year. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, we did not win, but thank you all for nominating us for the Streamies. It was a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was
They
awesome.
put on a really nice production. There was a few fantastic, C-level celebs there.
Yeah,
You know, who was there?
it was Lisa Kudrow
Yep, she was there.
and David Faustino from Married with Children. It was so awesome.
Did not realize
drop.
how short he was. Very, very, very nice guy. but not as tall as he
he
appears
was-
on Married with Children.
Yeah, he was like as tall as me. Whatever.
Yeah, big deal.
Tiny.
Tiny.
But yeah, the
he's
winners
cool.
of the evening were Alive in Baghdad. That was the news winner in our category. And they're hard to compete with because they are alive, in Baghdad. So they weren't there to pick up the award because they're in Baghdad.
Yeah.
But good for those guys. I like their news program. So, we'll get them next year.
Totally.
Good
Good job. Good job, guys.
That's nice. That's nice. So we wanted to show you guys some photos of the evening. So we're going to roll a little photo thing. I'll tell you what's going on. Brian, we can roll that clip. So there's Brian Gramo. Look at how handsome he is.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice
And
guy.
there's the stars of the show there. That's Monkey News Source cast. There's a whole cast on the red carpet there. Very nice.
Pretty.
Very excited. Past and present. And that's the guy from Saved by the Bell. There's the crowds at the red carpet, very exciting. And there's us talking to Hollywood, accesshollywood.com, and us and Lisa Kudrow got to do an interview together.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. And
Pretty
there's
awesome.
us with Lisa Kudrow.
From Access
She was
Hollywood.
She was a good sport. She was kind of getting annoyed at that point in the photo. Right there. And there she is talking to Grandma and being like, "What are you doing?" And here we are waiting for the show. I'm sitting in Brian's seat. And that's me next to our correspondent, Josh Cohen, waiting for the show to begin. That's Neil Patrick Harris. He won to stream me like 8 times for Dr. Horrible blog. Me sitting in Tamara's lap because I was cold. There's David Fristino. He's very short. He almost eats the microphone. You can tell how tall Lisa Kudrow is, and that was very sweet of her. Me watching the show. And what else? Oh, there's me and David and Tamara
Handsome.
afterwards, and Josh.
Handsome.
And there's us with one of the Sklar brothers who won. That was very exciting.
Yes.
Which one?
That's Jason Sklar.
Jason with the
The,
glasses.
the nicer of the two brothers, apparently.
They're both really nice.
But I don't want to badmouth them because we're looking to get them on the show. They were very nice guys.
They're really nice.
And hopefully they're going to come in, and hang out with us.
Do the do.
Steele, how's the chat room looking, buddy?
Well, I've never seen people more excited for Mr. Belding or Bud Bundy before. They are eating it up. I mean, those are big time stars, though. N. York, Bud Bundy with about 1,000 exclamation
Wow.
points. The DCD wants to know where Screech was.
Oh, not there.
not
And
present.
he can't even get a web series at this point.
He was not present.
Justin77 says the Sklar brothers make him think of Ghostbusters 2.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay, not sure why. Worf.
Worf. Oh, I see
359.
that.
Faustino is still relevant.
Yes.
I mean,
Totally.
Is he not ever not relevant,
I
that
mean,
guy?
he's gotten handsomer and handsomer. Grandmaster B. Those were the good old days.
He is a relevant guy.
We've got people donating money already wanting to get free gifts.
Totally.
Let's talk about that for a second.
People
Let's
are
talk
whenever
about that
you
for a second.
offer gifts, people get.
Here's
really
the thing.
worked
We're
up.
doing a very special deal tonight because, we never really have gifts to give away. But Disney and Mark Walton was nice enough to donate a whole bunch of stuff to the show tonight. So we have great stuff. And we're going to bring our guest on in just a second. But Tamara, why don't you take a second, tell the folks about the DVD situation.
Okay, so basically tonight, if you guys donate $20 or more, you get to receive a package, a Bolt DVD autographed by Mark Walton. You also get to receive a blow-up ball, which you saw Brian playing with earlier. Oh, and he hit me in the face with it. And it has little Rhino in the middle here,
Oh,
which
that's
is Mark
cute.
Walton does the voice for, who you'll meet in a second. Here you go, Brian.
Thank you.
And you also get playing cards with really cool and illustrations on there, as well as a nice CD with music from the movie. And one more thing, guys. This is awesome. It's like a journal. So you get this whole package, and whoever donates like the most from the whole night gets this whole awesome autograph package.
Yeah, so this is how we're going to work it. It's like an online auction, but you guys can't really see, who you're competing with. So we're going to do it this way: whoever gives the most money, before noon tomorrow, will win all that stuff. And it's autographed, which means it's worth a lot of money because he was one of the animators and he is the voice of the character. So it's a fantastic DVD package, just coming to you guys. And as always, let me remind you that if you give more than $2, we'll send you a Josh and Tamara Show sticker. And if you give more than $20, you get an autographed picture of me. So that's not too shabby.
Well, actually, can I just tune in really quickly? There's more prizes they brought. So, like, if the top person who donates the most gets that whole package, but there's, like, probably at least 5 more people, like, who come in, third, fourth, fifth, or whatever amount. We have, like, so many DVDs and blow-up balls to give away. So.
Yeah, we got decks of cards, all sorts of
Okay,
fun
so let's get
stuff.
to it, Gordon.
So let's get to it. So we're going to bring out our guest right now. He's going to join us for the news, and then we're going to do a nice interview. I'm very, very excited because he's a dear friend of the Monkey News Source. He's been very nice to us. And a little bit later in the show, we're going to have a special interview with Rhino, the actual cartoon character from Bolt. So that's really something to look forward to. So keep on chatting in throughout. You guys, your voices needs to be heard, and that's what we got Handsome Man Steele for. Here we go, folks. Let's roll the intro clip. Bringing out our guest right now. Our guest tonight initially worked as a screen story author in Disney Studios' animation department, specializing in visual development and character development on CG animated features, including Tarzan and the Emperor's New Groove. He was a storyboard artist on Home on the Range, The Zit, Chicken Little, and Meet the Robinsons. He has voiced such characters as Barry and Bob the Longhorns in Home on the Range. He was the voice of Goosey Lucy for the computer animated film Chicken Little and its video game. He recently worked with John Travolta and Miley Cyrus in Disney's animated movie Bolt as the voice of Rhino the Hamster. Bolt is now available on DVD and Blu-ray. Please welcome to Monkey News Source, Mr. Mark Walton. Outstanding. Yeah, you know, I gotta say that last picture of you in your office, did you see the reel there?
Yeah.
Is that what your office looks like?
It was dressed up a little bit. Yeah, actually, it's funny. The guy who has the office next to me, or I moved recently, but the guy who was next to me is kind of a photographer, and so he wanted to take a picture of my cube. We couldn't get up high enough, so what we ended up doing is running a rope up around the exposed pipes in the ceiling, and then doing a little, he had a little remote control trigger that he could take lots of pictures from below. So that's how you were able to see all that. But yeah, he wanted to make it a little more spectacular. So he took some extra pieces of paper from his garbage can and scattered them around. But it's not, it wasn't too far away from that, to be honest.
I was very impressed because you know what they say, dirty office, creative mind.
That's right. And I'm the most creative person I've ever met.
Mark, I just want to thank you for joining us tonight. You're the first animator we've had on the show.
Yes.
And I'm very excited because I'm a huge fan of the Disney, stuff and the products and the fantastic films. So thank you for coming on tonight.
Oh, my pleasure.
And Mark has been nice enough to join us in our public discussion, including you folks in the chat room, as we do every week. It is now time for Top Stories.
Stop the presses, this just in. Today's Top Stories.
We'll make my living off the evening news. Copyright. Okay, so, all right, so here we go. We got a lot of news. There's something going on in my tie. I feel like it's backwards.
You look handsome good.
It's backwards.
Is that a new tie?
No, it's the same tie I wear every week.
Oh, okay.
It's my lucky tie. All right, hang on.
Snazzy.
Okay. Tamara, Top Stories, hit me.
Okay. Obama forced out General Motors chief executive Rick Wagner. I want you guys at home to write in here. Do you guys think Obama should have done that, and was that the right solution? So text us in the chat room. We want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, we want to know what you guys think, but I'm going to discuss for a second. This Rick Wagner thing, I mean, there's a lot going on with the economy, obviously, and the car thing, but today was a big hit, and the president stepped in and said, you know what? If you guys want to play ball, fire the guy in charge, basically. Which personally, I don't feel like they should have done that. I feel like the president's got a lot more stuff to worry about, a lot more stuff on his plate, and they should have just let the company go bankrupt.
Yeah.
They got in the problem in the first place. They're big boys. They can fix it. They don't need any more money. And this guy, Rick Wagner, God bless him, he's been with the company for over 30 years, and now he's entitled to a $20 million severance pay package.
Yep.
So it's like, he worked for $1, by the way. This was the guy who made the deal with the government and said, if you give us government funding, I'll work for $1 a year. And he did it, which was cool. The guy didn't need the money, trust me.
Okay.
But now I just don't think that they should have done it. I think that they should have, left it alone and had it taken its course, and then GM would have been forced to figure out how to make, alternative powered cars, and we all would have been fine. Anybody? Steele, you got anything, Mark? Anybody think?
They have all kinds of opinions.
What do we got?
3594 wants to know, why didn't they let the banks go broke as well? They're bailing out all the car companies. Take-em E. Giggles says that Obama is the new Bush.
Wow.
That's going a little far.
There's some harsh views out there. In New York, good GM, they asked for too much money. Good riddance. So we're glad to get rid of all those bozos, apparently.
I don't know. That's kind of harsh. The new Bush, Bush, for starters, Bush would never have taken any initiative to fix anything. That's just my feeling, because I'm a bleeding heart liberal. Mark, what do you think? You got anything to say?
That's a tough thing. I feel like, we've seen all these things happen in the last, several months, year, where, companies were really irresponsible. There wasn't any oversight, and then just recently with the banks that have gotten all this money and then given these, had these golden parachutes for their executives, sending them away to Barbados or whatever, where there didn't seem to be any oversight or any meddling on the part of the government, just giving them this money to do what they wanted. So maybe they're reacting too far in the other direction now.
Yeah.
But I think that's why maybe some people are not going to be so upset about that, because they feel like, well, yeah, if you want the money, you've got to play our way. You've got to do things,
Yeah.
So maybe they feel like at least there's some accountability there. There's some price to be paid for the government's assistance, but maybe, like you say, it's too high of a price.
I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely takes some guts. For the president to step in, they were saying, they haven't done that since the whole U.S. Steel thing. I can't remember the president. If someone at home wants to look it up for me, that'd be great. But because none of us here know any facts. Lincoln. It was not Lincoln. But
George Washington.
It was Eisenhower or something. He stepped in for the steel thing. I mean, the thing is that government, I'm okay with big government as long as they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But the car thing, it's like no one's buying these cars. Toyota, all the foreign Japanese cars, those are the big cars. So all the American companies, this is how they got to save themselves. Alternative energy.
Yep.
They have the money to do it. They have the federal funding to do it. They should start doing something with it. Okay, next story.
Yep, next story. NASA decided to hold an election to name its new room at the International Space Station, and the clear winner is Stephen Colbert.
Nice.
Fans cast over 200,000 votes to name the new NASA space module Colbert. So the question is, what would you guys at home name a space station if you could name a space
Yeah,
station?
we're looking for one-word answers. So if you were going to name a space station anything, what would you name it? I would name it, the Gordon 2 Electric Boogaloo Station. That would be my station.
Anything with 2 electric boogaloo after it definitely has a definite class pedigree.
You could call it Sputnik 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Be the same thing.
It'll sound
Mark,
good.
Mark, do you have any idea what you'd name your space station?
Aside from myself.
Well, you can name it yourself.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Mark, that's Schleppy. He's our
Hi, Schleppy.
PA.
Yeah, I know. I saw you last week. I'm glad you're still here on the show. That's terrific.
Just trying to struggle, make a living.
No, did you used to work for Disney? You look familiar.
Shh. I got Eisner in my trunk.
Your secret's safe with me.
Steele, we got any good names out there for space stations?
Well, if you think Gordon Goodall is a good name.
Is it ever?
And
That's
then
the
we've
best
got
name.
a lot of them. Schleps is getting a lot of props too. Space Pizza Station, which sounds delicious. I don't know if it's a functional name, but my sister wants to name it after me.
Of course.
And come on, guys, we got any other names?
How about Lieutenant Worf?
Crack Pipe.
No.
We have someone named after
too
Worf
nerdy.
here, but he's not really pitching
No.
Worf as a name.
I vote for
waste.
Schleppy. Schleppy, the
Schleppy's a
station.
good
That'd be a
name.
good
Here,
name.
Good.
Shepley has some food, I think.
Schleppy, what do you got there? You giving Mark stuff?
Would you like some goldfish?
I don't know if he's
Sure,
hungry.
Schleppy.
Schleppy, that's a lot of
thanks.
goldfish.
Wow. Well, I won't run out of energy this interview.
Just
That's-
one.
Okay.
Just one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, all right.
Okay, good job, Schleppy. Schleppy, you need to get a little higher in frame because it looks like
It's a
something
big
dirty's going
box.
on.
It's
Hey, okay.
heavy.
Story number 3, Tamara. Story number 3.
Okay, story number 3. Okay, Madonna is trying to adopt a second Malawian girl named Mercy James.
Oh, thank goodness.
Turned out, folks not from the country are not legally allowed to adopt kids from Malawi. I wanted to know, everybody in the studio, people out there, what do you think about overseas adoption versus United States adoption?
Yeah, this is a little. I mean, look, she's got a baby already. Good for her.
She has
You know?
3 babies.
There are a lot of needy kids in America who need adoption. And I got nothing against Malawi. I know they were hit hard with the AIDS thing and everything. And it's a real tragedy. But most of those kids, I found out, most of those kids have some family, even though it's not the direct parents, who could take care of them, aunts and uncles and stuff,
Yeah.
who did not die of AIDS or are still living. And honestly, Madonna needs to take a break. There are kids in Cincinnati. I mean, there are kids everywhere in America.
Well, Gordon,
With
I
no
think
parents,
I
you
think
know?
the whole thing is that she's divorced now, and she kind of has time on her hands, and she's
Who
not sure what
cares?
to
Who
do.
cares?
So she's trying to adopt another one for her other adopted daughter to hang out
Yeah,
with.
no, I know. It doesn't matter to me. That's ridiculous. She
Yeah.
wants a playmate for her other adopted son from Malawi.
You mean like a cat that has to, wants another cat so they
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah, I mean, they're-
lonely, or
Exactly,
none
they're not
of their own
cats.
kind. Wow.
Right, they're not cats, Mark. Just like Mark said, they're not cats. They're kids.
They're kids.
Come on.
They're totally kids, and I think it's like a good thing she's adopting. In general, adopting, I'm pro it. Like, what is it? The mother and father of that kid in Malawi she's about to adopt,
No.
Mercy Grace, his parents just died.
Yeah,
but
don't
they're
get me
both
wrong.
dead.
I'm all for the adoption. Just not there. Do it here. Buy American. I mean, come on.
Anywhere but there.
What do we do? Oh, Schleppy, what's up, bud?
He was hogging them.
He didn't want the goldfish?
He did. He was a pig.
Well,
Hey,
we're on a budget.
I
so.
only took a few. What? I have a thing for
No, we'll
goldfish.
get
Gordon,
you-
Gordon,
When the
the-
interview's over, we'll get you some. Steele, what do you got,
The
buddy?
DCD seems to think that Madonna wants to be the Octomom, so I think she's working her way up there.
You know who I think she wants to be? Josephine Baker.
We all want to be Josephine.
Who doesn't?
That's true.
Who doesn't? All right. So I think, is that it for our news stories? Because I want to get to
wait a
our...
minute, hold
Yeah,
on.
what do
I
you
have,
Mark?
I have to
Mark has
say,
something.
full disclosure here,
Yeah.
I have an adopted sister from Korea.
Oh.
Now, so although I understand what you're saying about buying American, I have to say, she, our family would never have been quite the same. And I have to say, she agrees, whatever hardship she's had in her life, that she had a much better life here.
Definitely.
Than she would have, in South Korea. So, in that particular case, I'm grateful that,
Totally.
we went to some place that was a little more, destitute and desperate than maybe somebody would have been growing up in an orphanage in the United States. But,
I agree.
No, I think that's a great point. I
regardless,
did not know that about you. I did.
Well,
that
I said,
did
well,
not
most
come
people
up-
don't.
That did not come up in my research, and I have to say, and thank you for bringing it up because it does make a really good point.
Yeah, totally.
That I am for one, the first to say that I'm not always right. Okay, so you heard it here first.
That's impressive.
But I think it is important. I mean, I guess I'm coming down a little bit too hard because it's Madonna. I think that if it was like a private family who wanted a child, and it is true, overseas adoptions are a lot easier, but Malawi has all these very strict, very definitive rules that she's kind of going out there and breaking, and it seems like a bit of a media circus, and I think that's kind of a difficult way to bring a child into a loving family. And I just think that's kind of difficult. It's a difficult situation.
Well, maybe a better.
I'm for adoption, obviously. I think it's really important.
Gordon Strobert says, "Don't buy American, not until they start making environmentally efficient children." An important message for all of us.
that is a tie-in I can believe in.
It really makes
That
sense.
is a tie-in I can believe in.
Green children.
All right, so that was top stories.
Smaller
Let's talk.
carbon footprint.
Let's
Top
spend some
stories.
time now. Top stories. Nice job, everybody.
Yay.
So I want to take some time to ask Mark some fantastic questions because he is our guest,
That's true.
and I'm really interested in talking to him. So if you guys at home have any questions for Mark, just go ahead and chime in. But we have a whole bunch planned, so we just kind of want to ask him some questions. This is a big deal. Mark
Okay.
Walton. All right, so Mark, so just to clear this up because I might be a little confused from my research today. You are an animator at the Walt Disney Company.
Yes.
Well, okay. I
So
should.
give us the walk around here.
Okay,
So-
okay. Well, basically, I mean, animator's it's a good enough description. Basically, I work in the animation department at Disney usually as a story artist, visual development kind of person. So I basically help develop the characters, figure out what do they look like, what are their personalities, what are they going to do, what are they going to say. What's the world of the movie like? The area, the time of year. Just kind of setting this up and then figuring out exactly what's going to happen in the movie.
Oh, nice.
What the relationships are between the characters and how the movie will arc and change. What's it about? What are the themes? Once we've kind of hopefully done a little research into the characters in the world, we start plotting out in these simple little sketches. It's kind of like we make the movie as a comic book before it goes into production because these films take usually 2 to 4 years, more sometimes, millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of people. So we want to figure out how to make the story as clear and strong as possible before all these hundreds of people are going to come on board to make what's going to end up on the screen.
So a film like Bolt, from start to finish, how long does it take to make?
Well, Bolt was unusual in that only took about 2.5 years.
Oh, that's like short, right?
Yeah, that's very short. But then there's been other films like I think the Black Cauldron took 7 years, something crazy like. And that had some development problems. People coming and going through the development process. But yeah, 4 is about the average. 3 to 4 is typically what it takes.
So with your past, I mean, you've been with Disney for how long?
13 years.
Wow, that's nice.
A little over 13 years.
They
I guess,
better
so.
give you one of those Mickey Mouse watches.
They did give me a very nice little plaque for being there for 10 years. So that was nice.
That's
a little-
awesome.
little-
So What with Disney? What was the first cartoon you worked on?
The first one I worked on was Tarzan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I came on board. Really nice guy, Kevin Harkey, took me on. He was a really good story artist, still is, as his assistant. And so I was like cleaning up other people's storyboards and putting little tiny changes, here and there. I'd take a sequence that 5 other people had worked on, and oh, we don't know what to do with here. You take this, and I did some little fixes. I did a little bit where Tarzan's being chased by the baboons through the forest. I did a little bit where the gorillas come and trash the camp and play pots and pans like Stomp. So that was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
What so for the Bolt feature, you did the voice of one of the characters.
Yes, yeah. I didn't work as a story artist on that particular film.
So you were just a voice actor.
Yeah. On that, I was working. They always have like 2, 3, 4 things in production at the same time. So I was. While I was working on another movie at the same time, they asked me if I would do the voice, and it started out that I was only going to be a temporary voice for the film. Yeah, that's one of the great things about getting a job at Disney as a secretary or a tech person. You may get a chance to do a scratch voice, what they call, where they film the storyboards and they add temporary voices and music and sound effects just to see how does it play on a movie screen. Is it connecting with the audience? How long is it taking? Is the story working? And eventually later they're going to probably get a professional actor or a comedian or singer or whatever to do the real voice before it goes to animation. But in my case, that strangely did not happen.
So you did the test voice, and they were like, this guy's so good, so good. This guy's so good. I mean, let's keep him.
Well, yeah.
Poor secretary, she didn't get kept though.
No.
The lady who answers the phone, they didn't keep her scratch track. They gave it to Miley Cyrus.
It's true.
That's all right. Well, Miley Cyrus is a big star.
What can I say?
So here's a hard-hitting question for you.
Uh-oh.
Since you're on the inside of Disney, okay,
Yes.
hard-hitting question number 1. You might know this, and I've always wondered, where do they keep Walt Disney's frozen body? Is it like on the property? Because I heard that it's buried somewhere in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland.
I think that's a myth, maybe. Is that
not a myth? I thought that was fact.
I think it's a myth.
Oh, really?
It's fact.
Is that fact or a myth?
I really shouldn't say anything.
No. All right, you tell me after the show.
No, yeah,
you tell me
sure.
after the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you tell me after the show.
I'll tell you.
We'll keep that in.
Mitch.
What was that? Was that the commissary?
No,
was that the commissary?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard cough.
I heard
I
commissary.
just need a little. Maybe I could get some more water from your.
Oh,
PA
Epcot.
there.
Epcot. Did you say Epcot? Wait, someone just blogged in Epcot. Let me move my DVD.
I have no knowledge.
Veg says Epcot. Cough. Epcot. French section of Epcot. Okay. All right. Well, it's touchy subject. You can tell me after the show. We want to cut to something really cool here because Mark hooked us up with a fantastic interview opportunity. So we sent our correspondent Josh Cohen to go interview the actual cartoon character of Rhino.
Yeah, it's
dude.
pretty
Which is
awesome.
pretty impressive.
Yes.
So let's watch this interview, then we'll talk about how it happened, because I was very impressed. I went on the shoot, as did Tamara, to supervise. Josh got this exclusive interview, so let's watch this clip. Hi, this is Josh Cohen. I have an exclusive interview for Monkey News Source, and here with me today is Rhino.
Hi, Gordon. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Josh at the Monkey News Source. How you doing?
And I just wanted to ask you a few questions today. You got a second?
Oh, I've got several seconds.
Okay. Let's see. What did you eat for breakfast today?
I eat danger for breakfast.
Yes. Correct. You do. And was it delicious?
Oh, yes.
Boxers or briefs, Rhino?
Well, briefs do have a certain je ne sais quoi. A little airier, a little more sunlight coming in. But I find that when I burrow in boxers, there's a little more room. You can have the one leg as your den, the other leg as, the greeting area.
Nice.
How about you?
Commando.
Oh.
Rhino. So,
Well,
now you know how I roll.
that's right.
How it goes with me.
Now we know how we both roll.
So let me ask you this. A lot has been made of this in the press, and you've been linked to several A-list celebrities in the tabloids recently.
Really?
And just wondering if there's any truth to the rumor that you're dating Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, well, Jennifer Aniston, she's nice. I mean, I do like her shoes, but she's a little tall for me.
Thank you, Rhino, for coming in today. You know, this is really great. Thanks for granting me
it's
the
nothing
interview.
really. Monkey News Source is fully awesome.
Yeah, that is amazing. Is that not amazing? Now, I don't really want to give away how they did that. I just have to say that is the most impressive technology I've. The fact that the hamster rhino would take time out of his day to talk to our correspondent was just
cool.
great.
It was so
And then the next day they had all this foreign press come and do interviews with the hamster, and he could have not have been a nicer hamster.
Yes.
Very,
it was
very
so
polite.
much fun. Like it was. He did dances and stuff.
Yeah, he was great.
We have a clip of that. We'll probably put it up somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna
nice.
put an extended clip. I actually got to interview him myself, as myself, Gordon
Gordon.
Goodall got to interview him. So we'll have more footage to come. You guys have to check in back on that. Okay, so Tamara's got some questions, and Brian, folks at home, if you guys have any questions for Mark, now's the time to type them in. Give Brian a second to sort through them. Tamara's got some questions for you. Mark, Tamara, take it away.
Okay.
I just wanted, question about what do you think about the Muppets being owned by Disney? Do you think it's? I guess are you looking forward to, producing new, cool, fun stuff with the Muppets?
Well, I'm glad that somebody's doing something with them, obviously. You know, I mean, on a purely selfish level, I'm glad that the Muppet Show is fun. The episodes are finally on DVD. You know, we can
so
get
awesome.
them. Are they all on DVD? I think I've got 3 of them now.
Yeah, I think most of
yeah.
them are.
Was that all of them? So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to perusing all of them, and I have to say, I enjoyed that Muppet Labs 3D movie that they have in Disneyland. That's actually like the last Muppet thing that actually had Jim Henson performing Kermit the Frog, you know, and his voice and a lot of the original people as well. So that's kind of a nice little thing that will hopefully stick around for a while. Now that we have the rights. Or Disney has the rights to those characters. I hope they do something great with it.
I know some folks on the inside, and they're planning a fantastic relaunch of the whole entire brand.
Sweet.
And I think they're going to do a great job. They got the Jason Segel guy. He's in the press all the time talking about how he's going to reinvent them, write a great screenplay. And I hope that he does. And if he needs a handsome chimpanzee, he knows where to look.
Yeah.
All right. So, Steele, you got any questions out there, Vlogman?
I have a lot of great questions.
Give me a good
here.
one.
I think one that everyone wants to know: who would win in a fight, Rhino or Remy from Ratatouille?
Oh, good question.
Good one.
I would say Remy would probably put up a pretty good fight. He's a kind of a streetwise, hard scrabble rat. But you know how you meet these characters that are so kind of off in their own little world and so committed to their worldview that they're able to do crazy, amazing things that would be kind of physically impossible normally. I think Rhino might be there.
Yeah, Rhino's the kind of guy you don't want to take on. He's got like that fire in his eye. He's got that, I'll take you down. Like he doesn't, I mean, he's a very nice hamster, but pushed over the edge.
There's a darkness under.
Yeah, I got the money. He's got the fierceness in him.
Well, he does what needs to be done. I mean, I don't want to give anything away for people who haven't seen the movie, but I mean, he does some pretty crazy things in the film. I mean, he fetches big ladders. He rolls around on the tops of moving trains. He saves a couple of people. He plays key parts in these rescues. And
you got to see the movie. It is available on DVD. I don't want to keep pitching that, but it's a fantastic film. And I just saw here.
I appreciate that.
Tumor 20 says Rhino has the eye of the tiger.
Oh, yeah.
How about Abort 44 wants to know: have you ever worked with Billy West?
Oh, good question.
No, I haven't.
Who is Billy West? I don't know.
Billy West is a really talented voice performer. He actually hosted the Annies several years ago, and Billy is has been the voice for Stimpy for many years.
Wow.
He does several of the characters on Futurama. He's very talented. He can do all kinds of voices and accents. He's one of those people in the voice industry that just like is always working and does lots and lots of gigs. And that's one of the hard things about breaking into voice is that you've got people like that
who can do everything.
Yeah, they can do everything. You know, they're men and women, kids, adults, accents, and they can act really well.
I do a lot of voices. I do a lot of character voices. You want to hear one?
Yeah,
Gordon.
I want to hear it.
Go ahead. Name any character in animation. I can do that voice.
Okay, let's hear Mickey Mouse.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get into character.
Okay.
Hello, I am Mickey Mouse.
Gordon.
You like that? Is that good?
That was horrible.
Yeah, give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. One
Come
more.
on,
One more.
Gordon.
Mark,
Gordon,
give me one more character.
Gordon, try. Just give it a try.
A famous, well-known character. I can do the voice.
Wait, Gordon,
Huh.
pretend like you're sucked in helium and try Mickey Mouse.
Okay, here we
Just
go.
really do it.
You want? I'll do the classic characters. Like
Really
all
do
the
it.
classic characters.
Really
Here's
do it.
Goofy. Here's Goofy. No, this is Goofy in Spanish. Hang on, here it comes.
Come on.
Watching.
Do it.
Hola, I am Goofy. Yeah, mi amo es Goofy.
That was actually
Me
pretty
llamo.
good.
Hang on. This is Goofy as a vampire in Spanish.
Sorry.
Hola, me llamo es Goofy.
Gordon,
Come on!
so not goofy.
Good.
They're loving it. 220, the DCD, Vegas, Hobbs, they are blown away.
Good.
It's like
long
Goofy
as-
just walked into the studio.
You guys are happy. Okay.
Well, I want to. I mean, just to change this up a little, just a little bit.
Tamara, do Daffy Duck.
No,
do it. Tamara does a great Daffy Duck.
Duck.
She does the best Daffy Duck.
Daffy
Just do it.
Duck.
In Spanish.
Well,
I'm like spitting into the mic. I don't know how to do it. I think I'm
Are you
having.
coughing?
I think I'm
Do you need the
having
Heimlich
a
maneuver?
convulsion.
Do you need an asthma inhaler? What was
How do you
that?
do it?
That didn't make any
Wait.
sense. What are you eating crackers? What is that?
He's choking. Someone call a doctor.
What is that? Someone call
I
a doctor.
never tried
Is
to
there a
do
doctor in
it.
the house?
I never tried to do it in my whole life.
Yeah, don't try again. please.
Daffy on crack is the consensus.
Okay. So we
Oh my
understand.
God.
So we understand you're quite the Disney buff, Mark.
I'd like to think so.
So
yeah.
we're going to ask you. Speaking of characters, I'm going to ask you a few
Wait,
characters.
actually, can we rewind real quick?
What?
I have something I really want to ask him.
Oh, sorry, Tamara. Question. Sorry, question.
I know you brought some really cool, fun stuff.
Oh, right. Show and tell.
I could not wait to see this. I know you have some original illustrations you did back in the day on your sketchbook, and you also have a
That's
couple
true.
other illustration boards and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
excited to see
That's
that.
true.
I'll vamp for a second. We'll skip these questions because we're
Yeah.
running out of time.
I just want to see this. This is
way
amazing.
more interested in seeing your show and
Yes.
tell stuff.
Okay,
So,
well-
Mark, select something that you want to show us, and if you might have to just stand up and show it to the camera there.
Sure.
But,
Let me just,
and explain what
you
we're
can
looking
see.
at because I'm really looking forward to seeing this. This is some of your earlier sketches
Yeah,
and
this
work,
is some
right?
of my early sketches, but let's see if I can find something halfway deep. Now I'm
Oh
not gonna be able to
no,
find
we
it.
got
Okay.
we got
Oh,
Logan's
yeah.
on the camera. He's going to
Ooh,
zoom in, so you can just.
wow.
Okay, you
Mark,
see
you can
this?
stay seated there. He's
This
going
is
to.
can stay
all right.
seated,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll stay seated. Okay, so this is something I did.
That is amazing.
Now, did you go to art school to learn
Yeah,
this
well,
stuff?
I went to an agricultural college. That's what it's mostly known as an agricultural college at Utah State University. But they happen to have a really good illustration
that.
program.
That's amazing.
That's
So this is
beautiful.
one of the, they had a lot of life drawing classes. We learned how to draw kids. Actually, these are some of the storyboards I did for a contest.
Wow.
Hanna-Barbera was running at the time. They said if you did great storyboards, maybe you'd get to do a short on their new fledgling network, which was the Cartoon Network. I later found
Wow.
out, and
Wow.
I didn't. It's funny, I didn't win. I think I got like third prize or something like that. But then I got a job with Disney the year after that.
That's
So
Wow, I
great.
can
I guess
see
that
why
worked
your
out
stuff
okay.
is-
And
Oh,
this
wait,
is,
what's that one?
that
Don't skip
blue
that one.
one?
Oh, you want to see this? This is some fashion illustration that I did.
Wow.
That was one of my favorite classes, actually. Was
Is that
fashion
George
illustration.
Lucas in the top left there?
Yes. How did you
my
know? No, it's
God.
actually I totally stole that from a picture of George
On the
Lucas
bottom
in
left-
one of the books
on the
I had.
bottom
Handsome George Lucas.
Is that Ronald Reagan on the bottom left?
No, that I don't know who that is. That was some other actor that I saw somewhere.
Self-portrait.
Yeah. Well, yes, absolutely. Can you tell the
Resemblance.
resemblance there, personality? But and this is, let's see, what I wanted to find is some of the comic strips that I did with my brother. These are like two characters that we actually came up with as kids, and we decided that for this comic strip we did for the school newspaper, we'd make them college roommates. It was actually great because I'd always thought it would be cool to do a comic strip, but it would just be too hard to come up with an idea every day. Oh, there's the same kid, actually.
So
that I
you
drew
stole
later.
that particular picture from Norman Rockwell.
Yeah. No, that's a real kid.
That looks so cool.
Actually, this is the son of the guy who was the head of the illustration department.
Wow.
A handsome kid. But yeah, so I did just more of these comic strips. I had a lot of fun, and it was great because it was in college. there was just endless material of, roommates and teachers you didn't like or having problems getting financial
You know what's
aid,
funny right now is that we're zooming in on the comics and your face isn't on camera and it looks like Rhino is telling us about.
Well, we do have remarkably similar voices. So I can see why that would be confusing. So, yeah, there's some more.
That's
some more of those. I was pretty
clean.
happy with the later ones.
And you
I think
never
turned out
took a
little bit better.
class?
No, I took as many classes as I could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish. You do hear about these people like Frazetta or whatever. They're
And
solely
like
self-taught.
Robert, what's his name? Robert Crumb.
Yeah.
Love his stuff.
They just learned. He is a unique person. He's a real original. No, I mean very, very amazing and talented, and the way he just puts his life and his failings out there for everybody to see, kind of like Woody Allen. He's kind of almost like the Woody Allen of.
That's awesome. I'm gonna give him applause.
Yeah, I'll
for
give you
that.
applause for
That's
that.
amazing.
That box. We got time for one more
One
great
more.
piece
Oh,
here.
this-
You
oh,
guys-
this
I was
really
just going to say,
cool.
just really fast, these are some of the storyboards that I did
Wow.
on Home on the Range.
No
Actually.
way.
This is actually a
Yeah.
sequence that didn't end up in the film, where these three
cool.
cows. I mean, I'm only going to have to be able to show you like a handful of them, but these three cows are trying to catch up with this train.
I love if you do it fast enough, it
and
looks
so
animated.
they, isn't it? It's
That's
almost
so
like it's animated.
cool.
So these three cows, they find a canoe. This guy is in the outhouse, and they slide down the hill, and they go down a water spout, like a
Whoa.
log flume down the spout, and then I think later they end up breaking out of the log flume. They go into this water
That's
wheel.
really cool. How each frame you just flip it. It looks like it's moving.
Isn't that great?
It's
yeah,
so awesome.
It's funny. They're kind of just diving in between trees. You can kind of see their POV, and then it starts going so fast that the canoe catches on fire. This is a fun sequence to work on. Then they go up this rocky outcropping. They hit a tree.
Oh, look out for that tree!
Yeah, watch out for that tree. But then, and there's a buffalo that.
Of course, there's always a buffalo.
Yeah, he got caught in the tree
There's
earlier in the
always a
sequence.
buffalo.
It doesn't make any sense if you didn't see the film, but but so then he's climbing up the tree, and then the cow throws the oar at him. So you see this, but then because he caught the oar, it throws him off balance, which he falls off the tree, and then
Whoa.
sends the tree kind of ricocheting, and they go flying.
Oh my God.
And the horse, and the rabbit go, what's going on? And they
You
go
must have
look
been a hard kid in
over
school making like
the
flip
moon.
books.
See, the cow jumped over the moon, and
I
then,
would have made flip books all the time if I had your talent.
and then I did that too. I would totally, do that in the corner
Nice.
of my math books, my spelling assignments,
Wow,
like
that's
aliens
for sure.
eating the
Very
astronaut.
impressed out here.
I gotta say that I wasn't on camera that whole time. My jaw was like, I can't draw a stick figure.
Well,
Anyway, you're very talented. I'm very
Yes.
impressed with
well,
that.
thank
Very
you.
And
awesome.
I just want to say quickly, Mark, thanks so much for coming on the show today because this is just a real treat for us.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Well, I've never been interviewed by a chimpanzee or such
See?
interesting, lovely people.
I've never interviewed a guy in a cowboy hat. So, works out good. So, so here's the thing. We're almost at the end of our show.
Do you like
but
the hat?
I
Oh,
love
love
the
it.
hat.
You
Are
want to
kidding?
try it?
Oh, I'd
You wanna
love
see-
to. I'd love to.
see this?
Wow.
Gordon, I think
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow,
I think it does
gorgeous.
something for you. It doesn't do for me.
Look like Indiana Jones, Gordon.
I have found it.
Wait, no,
Want to see another imitation? This is Indiana Jones. He's a strong silent type, so he doesn't really say anything. Well, thanks, Mark. Thank you. That's really nice.
Awesome.
All right, so here's the thing. Now we're going to do our big contest for the big DVD package.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, so I just want to remind folks real quick that if you donate $20 or more, whoever donates the most money by noon tomorrow will receive a whole slew of fantastic prizes.
Like this in my
Like
hands.
this stuff that Tamara has in her
All
hands.
this awesome stuff that's just like falling out of my hands. A DVD with music, like note cards.
Playing cards, DVDs,
a ball
notebooks,
that I just got hit
a
with.
ball, a poster. We got a
DVD
poster.
that's not even showing the
Now
front
here's
of
the
it.
deal.
There you go.
That's for the donations, okay? Now we're going to do a different giveaway altogether right now.
Oh boy.
So this is a different giveaway. This is not autographed. This is just a regular old DVD.
Hold on.
Fantastic with deluxe features, which is out right now on Blu-ray and DVD. I don't even know what Blu-ray is, but it's out. And the situation with this is how this is going to work. Whoever answers this question first and gets to the chat rooms first with the correct answer first will win this DVD, and we will ship it to you, okay?
Yes, I have the question.
Okay, so here's how it goes. Tamara's got the question. So the rules, once again, a non-signed, outstanding DVD can be yours right now. We will send it to you right now for no money, no donation required, if you get this trivia question about Disney correct.
Wait, Gordon, hold on one second. They want to know which chat room. It's any chat room.
Any chat room that Brian Steele gives us the first answer, he will start shouting out the answers.
Actually,
when I hear
I'm
the
gonna
correct
butt in,
answer,
Gordon. I'm gonna butt in, Gordon. We're on 3 different chat rooms right now, so it'd be very difficult to see who exactly did it first. Plus, there's lag. So the way we do this is they just send a tweet to our Twitter account.
Excellent.
If they're a fan, if they're a good fan, they're following us on Twitter already, and they know how to send an @reply to us. And everyone else, you'll probably have about 30 seconds to get yourself a Twitter account. Maybe better luck next time at this point. The Twitter links on the homepage is twitter.com/thestream.tv. And yeah, we're on Ustream, Justin.tv, and Stickam right now. There's no way to kind of see who did it first there.
Gotcha.
So that's how we roll.
Okay, cool.
We're
So
not
to
quite as
reiterate,
omniscient as we thought.
and thank you, Brian, for specifying, because I was a little confused about the technology. I've just gotten into the Twitter. So what Gramo says is right. You guys tweet. We will be able to tell,
Sweet.
and Gramo, Mr. Brian Gramo in the control booth, will be able to somehow, if not this, Brian, can we can find out the winner right now, or we have to wait?
I just don't know what the answer is.
Yes,
Okay, then.
yes, we can.
First person,
yes.
we're gonna find out through Twitter. So here we go. Here's the question. You tweet on in. First right answer wins a DVD. Here we go. Tamara, the question is.
Okay, the question, everybody out there. What is the name of the famous banana-stuffed sourdough bread rolled in cinnamon sugar breakfast item served at Conga Cafe in a Disney theme park called? What is it
No, let's
called?
get that right. Let's get that right. It's so once again, the question is, what is the name of the famous banana stuffed sourdough bread rolled in cinnamon sugar? It's a breakfast item, and it's served at the Kona Cafe, Kona Cafe, in one of Disney's theme parks. What is the name of that tasty treat? First person who tweets in the correct answer gets the DVD.
Holy cow.
Outstanding.
Yes.
So good luck. And I got to say, it's a tough question.
I don't know that one.
Mark Walton, who is a Disney file, doesn't even know the answer.
No
So
clue.
we're not going to give out the answer now. We will reveal the answer when the winner is revealed.
Whoa.
So thank you for playing. And once again, folks, don't forget to donate money. You get the whole package that Tamara's talking about. Right,
yes.
T?
Yes, Gordon.
Outstanding.
Yes, Gordon.
So, okay, well, hang on. I got to fix the script here. Hang on.
Demolition seems to think that they've got it, so there's
Oh.
some cocky people out here.
Yeah, well, you
That was
know.
fast.
Good luck,
That was
because...
really fast.
there's a lot of
Lunatics
stuff
never
out
been to a
there.
Disney theme park, though. You should go.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have...
You're
you
a
guys,
kid again.
You guys, I don't want to say it's an open book test, but you do have the internet at your disposal, so go crazy.
All right.
So good luck to everybody on that. So once again, I'd like to thank Mark Walton. We are currently towards the end of our show.
Oh,
but
too
before
bad.
we end, we will do our favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again time for Plugorama.
Woo!
That's right, baby. Plugorama! Here we go. Let's do a little round robin Plugorama. Mr. Brian Steele in the chat room. Plugorama, buddy.
Well, what I want to plug is the winner of this contest.
Oh, boy.
We have a winner.
Oh, yeah?
Receive a DVD in the mail.
Here it is.
And that
Come and get
winner
it.
is Tumor 20.
No! No way! That's
Nice.
great, Tumor 20. Good job, buddy.
Oh my God.
Is that a fact, Gramo? Can we confirm that?
You know, I would say Tumor 20 wins about 25 to 30% of all the gear
That's
here.
because he's honest.
So it doesn't surprise me. And for those of you that think like it's rigged, you can hear him on the Collective Show. He's a real person, and he'll claim he doesn't win everything, and he doesn't win everything, but he wins a fair share.
Oh my
Maybe not a fair
goodness.
share. He wins a decent share of things. So
You know, that was a hard
Tumor.
question. I did not think anyone was going to get that right away. The answer for everybody was, what's it, Tonga? Tonga sticks?
Tonga toast.
Tonga
Tonga toast,
toast.
Tonga toast,
Wow.
which I've had, and they're delicious.
Yes.
They're a lot like those things that they sell on the subway in New York. They're
Rats.
ciabatta, like it's like a bread, rats, fried rat. It's
I've
anyway.
had
So
that.
Tonga toast wins the DVD. Congratulations to Tumor
Yes,
20. Nice job.
congratulations, Tumor 20.
Plugorama for that guy.
That
All right,
was
so keeping with the
impressive.
Plugorama, Tumor, we're gonna get this to you.
Plugorama!
All right, great. So good for Tumor 20. Congratulations, bud. Very impressed. Very impressed. The backup question was, if no one could figure that out, the backup question was,
Whatever.
Walt Disney's
Disney's wife's name.
It doesn't even matter. Anyway,
Yeah,
Plugorama,
right.
Gordon.
Name.
Let's do
Yeah,
Plugorama.
whatever. It's Lillian. It's Lillian.
Lillian.
Okay.
Lillian, yeah.
Lillian.
Lillian.
Nice lady. Okay, so Plugorama. Brian Gramo, got any plugs, buddy?
Oh, I mean, I always have plugs. Guys, the stream.tv, we're giving away stuff all the time. You want to be following us on Twitter. Apparently, we're crashing Twitter. So many people are trying to reply at the same time.
Wow.
Guys, it's the stream.tv on Twitter. We're giving away the Xbox 360 tomorrow, and we're giving away another 5 chances to win the Xbox 360 drawing for April. So we're giving away the March winner tomorrow during the game show, and then giving away 5 more chances to win an Xbox 360. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Back to you, Gordon.
Plugorama. Thank you, Brian Gramo. Plugorama, Tara Malaga, JoshandTamara.com.
Well, I have 2 plugs. I own a children's clothing website called VeraPlum.com. So if you have children and you're looking for clothing, there you go, VeraPlum.com. And I also have a live show at Improv Olympic West on the main stage with the Josh and Tamara show.
This coming Friday.
This coming Friday. And it's at 11 o'clock on April 3rd and April 7th. It's only $5. Bring your friends. Go Google it.
Don't miss it. Plugorama, Mark Walton.
Well, hey, sure, that's.
Keep it over here for you.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
You'll need it.
Okay, I may. Well, what can I say? I work for a huge multinational corporation. I hardly feel the need to tell people that I would like them to go see Bolt on Rented, go to the Red Box, go to Blockbuster, buy it if you feel so inclined. I don't need to say things like that because I have so much faith
That's
in
what
my
you got us
product.
for.
And my employers, that I know they'll do that anyway. But
well, it is available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yes.
It's a fantastic film.
it is awesome. Oh, and
Thanks again once more to Mark Walton. Plugorama, me, Gordon Goodall. I will be joining Tamara at Improv Olympic West this Friday night.
Whoa.
If you're in the Los Angeles area, come check us out live on stage at 11 p.m. Also, we are excited to announce that we are going to be included in this year's Los Angeles Comedy Festival. Dates to come. Very excited to find out today.
Yes.
And Mark, we'd like to give you this autographed picture and sticker there.
Here you go.
Well, thank
There you
you.
go.
I appreciate it. Can I say I have seen their show and they are really, really funny.
Aw,
well, thank you.
And I've seen a lot of improv out there in Los Angeles. Last 13 years, these guys are princes and queens. No, really, really
Thank
good
you.
show.
That's very
So,
sweet.
yeah,
Thank
I
you.
highly encourage you to go out and check it out.
And thanks once again to
Thanks.
Mark Walton for coming on.
Yes,
And,
thanks, Mark.
thanks for Brian Steele. Brian Steele, great job, buddy, on the chat room. Thank you
Yeah,
guys for chatting in.
Brian.
Thanks, everybody, here at the
Yeah.
Stream.tv. Once again, I am your host, Gordon Goodall. Take care of each other. Good night and good luck. And I'm Gordon Goodall, and that's a whole rack of bananas.
Yeah.
All right. Nice job, man.
Huh?
This is Rhino, and you're watching the Stream.tv.
You got me climbing up. You got me climbing up the wall. You got me climbing up. You got me climbing up the wall. Now I'm so glad.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Brian. I run the Stream.tv. Mark is going to come right back to do his shout-outs with you. All right? So he's coming right back. My name's Brian. I run the Stream.tv tomorrow night. Can I nail it? Can I nail it? And after that, we're going to have Live from the Future. We got Tiki Bar TV. We got a special surprise for you. And then after that, the game show, Nicole, possibly an evening gown. Cousin Kenny, by the way. Cousin Kenny on the board. Live from the Future, Tiki Bar TV. Also streaming nominated, Tiki Bar TV, guys. Then we're doing the Xbox 360 giveaway. We're going to find out who is the winner, the March winner. And then we're going to give away five more tokens to win. We're going to start the April tokens. All right, we're going to start the April tokens because we're off for a week in April. cry. No live programming the week of April 6th. I will be doing more adjustments to the lights. We will be adding more cameras. We'll be adding more cabling. I will be going to a wedding in New Jersey. Guys, Stickam apparently like went out. Don't know what happened there. Ustream was solid. Stickam said they would restart the servers. Oh, all right. Guys, coming out for your shout out from Mark. Right now. Stand by. Also, just so you know, programming here, the Stream.tv, brought to you by Evo Energy Drink. Got the Citrus Bliss, the sugar-free pomegranate, and we also got these grape and lemon lime shots here. It's drinkevo.com to get to the website and order yours. Drinkevo.com. It's energy evolved.
Chorus, I say, rude boy, no man, the replay. You got me climbing up. You got me climbing up the wall. You got me climbing up. You got me climbing up the wall. You got me climbing up. You got me climbing up the wall.
Okay, Mark, we're still live for this. Are you ready for me to cut back out to you? You're decent? Okay, everything's...
I'm buttoned back up. I'm
all
okay.
right, because I looked a little crazy, questionable out there just before. Okay, cool.
The hat's back on. The glare is, you're safe.
Okay, cool.
There's no radiation straying away now. It's okay.
Well, there is. You might grow something after being here. Can you say hello to Demolition for me?
Demolition, hi, you are awesome. Woo!
She's very attractive too. She's very attractive
Oh.
too. Can you say hello to Bizbo?
Bizball, you are beyond awesome. You are be awesome.
All right. Cool. And yeah, Demolition saying she needs to order more Evo. I guess she just ordered some and then she got it, and now we got to get you some of that. Okay, cool.
I think so.
Let's see. Tumor 20, our winner, Tumor 20. Say hello to him for me, please.
Tumor 20. Are you a 20-year-old with a tumor, or do you have 20 tumors? Either way, you are legendary. I can't believe you won again. Woo!
You know what?
It's fantastic.
You know you're
Keep
right,
on
Mark.
trucking.
I'm gonna start calling him Timur, because he brings the mood down too much.
Timur.
Yeah, Timur. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see.
Timur and Pumbaa.
All right, just two more, and then we'll get the shout-outs started. But this is people's favorite part of the show. Okay? Can you say hello to the DCD for me?
DCD, how's it going, man? Can we hang out sometime?
Now this
Nice.
person apparently likes music a lot. His name is Gibson Les Paul 2.
Gibson Les Paul 2. Rock on, brother. That is a nice name.
Wow, that was our first shout-out / air guitar. So congrats there. Mark, do you know how the shout-outs go?
No.
All right, this is, I would say, hi, I'm director Brian Gramwell from the Stream.tv, and you're watching the Stream.tv.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want, but just something like that, and you end it with you're watching the Stream.tv.
Okay.
All righty. I'm going to give you a 3, a 2. We all pretend the 1, and then you say it. We'll do 2 or 3 takes, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Quiet, please, all around, guys. And in 3, 2.
Hey, this is Mark Walton. I'm the voice of Rhino in Disney's Bolt, and you, my friend, are watching the Stream.tv. Do not change that dial. I'm watching you. Hey, I'm Mark Walton. I do the voice of Rhino in Disney's Bolt, and you are watching the Stream.tv because you are fully awesome! Hi, I'm Mark Walton. I work for Disney. I did the voice of Rhino in Bolt, and you are watching the Stream.tv. Nice.
Awesome, very cool. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Any parting words? Any parting words?
Oh, yeah. Monkey News.
Yes. And in 3, quiet please. 2.
Hey, this is Mark Walton. I do the voice of Rhino in Disney's Bolt, and I'm here on the Monkey News Source because monkeys are awesome! Woo!
Excellent.
So I can't get out of Rhino mode. I've been doing this character for so many months. I can't.
One more take, just so we have 2, just for safety.
Have to
One
be
more for the
human
Monkey News
again,
Source.
huh?
One more for the Monkey News Source.
Okay.
Quiet, please. 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Mark Walton. I'm the voice of Rhino in Disney's Bolt, and I am a huge fan of the Monkey News Source on the Stream.tv.
That's how we do it. Thank you very much. Thank you
Nice.
very much. Thank you very much, guys. All right.
Stop it some more.
So quick picture.